His stay on the Hill in Canton was brief, just one season. But what a season 2001 was for Culver Stockton football under command of Chris Tabor. A 6-5 mark, which at the time was the program's best finish in 15 years, and a mark that has not been equaled since. A great first step for Chris Tabor en route to his current job in the NFL.
Tri-State Triumphs, sponsored by Good Samaritan Home of Quincy.
My Culver Stockton year, it was awesome, and really, to be quite honest with you, the players that played for our staff there were tremendous, and a lot of the things that I do now is a reflection of what I learned from those kids. And I can very specifically, one incident that has really shaped me. There was a moment we were at practice, and I guess my intensity was a little high and probably could have reshaped some phrasing. And I did have one player come up to me and express that to me. And I will never forget that, because it made a great impact on me as a coach, to say, you know what, there's different ways to reach kids and to teach them and to grow them. And it was a significant moment for me professionally and just personally. And so I have great memories of Culver Stockton, and I still follow them. Obviously, you know, I played in that league when I was at Benedictine, so I always follow that league closely, but I'm always interested in how the Wildcats are doing.
You're introduced in 2001 by Amy Lynn for that first head coaching job, and nobody at the time possibly predicted York would go where it would. We'd all be crazy if we said it would. It really is a surreal roller coaster trip, isn't it?
It's something that's actually just happened, because I was so fortunate to get the opportunity to be the head coach there. I mean, it's tough to be a head coach at any level. I mean, it is, and I was fortunate. But I think at the same time, I think that if you put your mind to something and want to do something, you can accomplish it. And I think the biggest thing that I've learned is be happy where you're at, work the job that you have, and do to the best of your ability, and then try to go above and beyond that. But you're not doing that because you're chasing some other job. You're doing that because that's what you love to do. And if it materializes into something else, well, then the good Lord has a plan for you, and then you can cross that bridge when you get there. And I think that's, my wife and I, we've always approached that that way. Wherever we're at, that's home to us. I mean, Quincy, we lived in Quincy and loved it, and still talk about it. That's where my oldest daughter was born. And I mean, it's a special place. In fact, there was one time we were driving back through from Kalamazoo, Michigan. I grew up in St. Joe, Missouri, and we drove through Quincy, and we stopped off at the hospital so we could show her when we drove by the house where we lived, and because that was a part of our life, a big part of our life. So you know, we've been fortunate, and no, I would never have forecasted that this is where I'm at, but I am blessed.
And we'll have much more with Chris Tabor coming up tonight at 10 as Tri-State Triumphs continues. Amber?